They don't know my story, they just know my sound.
Is the key to being successful in any business is making the decision and sticking with it.
I feel like I was pushed on purpose.
And I feel like I was in the birthing room.
Every single one of you have faced things in your life, have overcome things, and because of that, you have a responsibility to share your message with the world. And you have a responsibility to take those lessons that you've learned and use it to help other people.
Welcome to the birthing experience where we help coaches birth their mastery. My name is Niala Phillip, the Master Midwife for coaches, and I'm super excited because today we're talking all about my favorite subject. We're talking about selling your services. Okay, I'm going to be giving you some of my secrets to you selling out your coaching services. Okay, so if you are new to the birthing experience, please put hashtag new below so I can say hello to you. If you're here with us live and you're returning, make sure you put I'm back, right? Make sure you put I'm back below. Thank you for returning. And guys, if you are on the replay watching this, put hashtag replay below so I can come back and say thank you for watching, okay? So again, we're talking all about the secrets to selling out your services today. There's so many secrets, but I'm gonna give you my favorite one today. We're talking about my favorite subject, so it's gonna be really, really good, okay? So if you're new to the birthing experience, again, we're all about helping coaches birth their mastery. As the Master Midwife, it's my job to make sure that you do not miscarry your message, you do not push out your purpose prematurely, okay? And you do not abort your assignment. So we bring content to you every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all to help you master your mindset, your message, your marketing, and your money. We also share stories. So I do something called Master Midwife Moments, where we bring experts in and different leaders in, and we share stories, right? Because on this journey, it can be lonely. Sometimes you feel like you're the only one going through these things, but guess what? We all have a journey. We all had moments where we had to push through, and that's what Master Midwife Moments are all about, sharing those stories to help you push through. So here we give you the good stuff, okay? So we give you the content to help you grow and scale your coaching business, but we also give you the motivation that you need so you can push through, okay? So what I did is I created a unique system. It's called the P4 birthing system. And what it does is it helps you prep, plan, push, and produce your mastery. All right. So me coming here and giving you this content today, my whole, motive is to make sure that you know how to position yourself where you can sell more of your services. Okay. How can you position yourself so you can produce more results in your business? Okay. So share this out if you haven't shared this out yet. If you know anyone on your friend list who needs this information, do not keep it to yourself. Share it out, share it out, share it out. Okay? All right, so let's jump in. We're talking about some of my secrets to selling. And again, this is definitely for anyone who is selling coaching services. So if you're already a coach, or if you're a service professional who's looking to add coaching services to your business so you can create another income stream, then this is going to be really, really good for you. Most people struggle with this, and it's simple. So not only am I going to give you the secret, okay, but I'm also going to give you the action steps that you need to take so you can sell out more of your services. This is exactly what I did in my business, to be able to position myself as an expert in my industry, and also to be able to instill trust, right? Because one of the things that you know is when you want people to buy from you, they have to do what? They have to know, like, and trust you. And there are things that we put out as coaches to get people to, to help people get to know us. We share our stories, our experiences, right, to help people get to know us. But then there's another missing piece there that is going to help people start to trust you. And this is very, 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 very important, okay? So here's my secret. Take out your pen, take out your pad. Let's start writing. My first secret is don't sell your coaching service, sell the transformation, okay? Don't sell your coaching services, sell the transformation. You've probably heard this before, but we're going to dig deep into this today, because if you're still struggling to sell it, then, to sell your coaching services and consistently attract those clients that you want and sign those clients into your practice, then what's happening is you are not taking action on what you already know, okay? So you've probably heard it before. Don't sell your coaching services, sell the transformation. But let me paint you a picture and let me help you understand what that really means, okay? People do not wake up in the morning saying, I want coaching, okay? No one wakes up in the morning thinking that, all right? What they really want is the benefits that come from getting coaching, okay? The results that comes from getting coaching. Okay, and this is very important. So a lot of times, I used to do this in the beginning too. I started off in the network marketing industry. So I learned how to do strategy calls. We used to call it sales calls, but I knew how to do these prospects calls a long time ago. But in the network marketing industry, it was all about talking about, the products, talking about the type of money you can make if you become a distributor, talking about all the bonuses, right? And that was something that they really, really pushed. And I think that's one of the reasons why the industry sometimes gets a bad name. When I came in the coaching industry and I tried to take that same approach, it did not work for me. It's not until I understood that people really don't care about your coaching program. What they really care about is what they're going to get once they are able to get the information that you are going to share with them, okay? So there's this show that I watch, okay? And do not judge me, because I love these type of shows. But there's this show that I watch. It's called Dexter. Well, it's not on TV anymore, but it's on Netflix. And Dexter is a little creepy. He's a lot of creepy. He's basically a serial killer that kills serial killers, right? And I remember that there was this episode that I was watching, and he was not going to buy a car, but he was like staking out this car salesman who was a killer. So he goes into the lot, and he's looking into this caravan, right? And I see the salesman, his face changed, because I think he automatically assumed Dexter was probably a family man, else he wouldn't have been looking at a minivan, right? So he comes on over and he starts to talk to Dexter, right? So then, but what I noticed he did is he said, man, I have one of these at home. What's your name, sir? And Dexter said, Dexter, right? Anyway, he said Dexter. So the guy said, okay, well, man, listen, I have one of these at home. And I mean, a few months ago, we took a family trip, road trip, and it was just so beautiful. My wife was sitting back in the front seat. She had her foot up, and the kids were in the back, and they're watching the TV, and the system is playing my song. I forgot the name of the artist who he mentioned or whatever. And he starts to paint this picture of what it was like to take a road trip with his family. Mind you, this car salesman was not married and had no kids. He was very creepy, okay? But he was good at what he did. So he's talking, and Dexter's like, okay. And he seems as though Dexter didn't want the car. So right at the end, when Dexter was about to say, well, I don't know, the guy turns around, and I need to give you this backstory here. Dexter was not there to buy a car. He was there to stake out the car salesman. But anyway, so as it seemed as though Dexter was about to say, I don't want, the car salesman was like, let's call him Larry so I can stop saying the car salesman. So Larry was like, And listen, one time I had this wild night, Dexter, and we were able to put about 12 kegs back here. And as he's talking, he's putting the back of the seats down, and you see all this space, and ding, 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 Dexter, his eyebrows go up. And why did his eyebrow go up? Because what he was thinking in his head, which this guy Larry didn't know, is that, wow, cargo space. Remember, he's a killer. He moves bodies. So it automatically was like, ooh, cargo space, right? And I'm giving you this story, okay, because one thing that this salesman did was he sold the dream that Dexter was probably having every night, okay? Dexter had a girlfriend with 2 kids. The minute he started talking about the road trip, he just finished going to bury his father, and he did do a road trip. He was just selling the dream that Dexter was, dreaming every night. You understand? And here's the thing. Dexter didn't go there to get a car, but because of what Larry did, he left there with a minivan. What Larry did is Larry did not sell the car. He sold the transformation of the car. All right. He sold how the family was going to feel in the car. He sold how happy the kids was going to be watching the TV in the back, right? He sold the music system by talking about his favorite artists, right? He sold his wife sitting back, relaxing, hair going out in the wind. He was selling a dream. Okay. And this is the reason why he got this person who didn't even come in here for a car to leave with a car. Now let's bring this to coaching, okay? Because I'm gonna tell you how you turn your coaching services into, what's the transformation that a person is going to get from working with you, okay? But first, let's talk about selling the transformation first. When someone is thinking about coaching with me, yes, they have a struggle where they're not consistently attracting clients. They're not able to generate enough leads. They think their messaging is off. They're not really able to tell people what they do. They're struggling to stand out from the crowd. These are all the things that they're feeling, right? And they know that they need the help, but they don't know if I can give them that help, because when you're selling services, essentially what you're doing is selling a promise, right? So they're like, I know Neola can help, but I'm not 100% sure yet. And this is how people are feeling about you. So they watch you, they book an appointment, they get on the phone. The first thing you start doing is talking about, well, we're gonna work 6 weeks together, and we're gonna have two coaching sessions, and it's just losing people. This is what I did when I first started, and it lost people. But when I started to focus on what comes after, which is you're going to be able to finally generate enough money so you can leave the job, because I know that that's what you've been thinking every day, that this job is sucking the life out of you. And it's what I felt as well when I was on the job, right? Or, you're going to finally be able to, let's say you're someone who's a finance coach and you help people level up and make more money, right? You're going to finally be able to create that fund that you were trying to create for your daughter, or, help retire your husband, right? Help take care of your parents, right? Create that legacy that you want to create, right? Let's think of health coaches. People don't want to work out. Okay, most people, besides people who are really health conscious, they're not really looking to work out. They're not really, itching for the pain or wishing that they can feel the pain. But what they want is the gratification. What they want is for their husbands, face to turn when they pass by. What they want is to feel more confident, right? What they want is to feel better about themselves when they put on their favorite dress, right? So when you are thinking about selling your services, do not sell the actual service, sell the transformation. Okay, so that's my secret number one. But here's what comes up when we start talking about selling the transformation. And now we're going to get to the promise, right? What usually comes up is it's hard to sell a transformation, because what I'm doing is I'm selling a promise, and I'm saying, well, if you work with me, I'm going to help you leverage social media to grow your business. And, if you work with me, I'm going to help you lose your first 50 pounds, right? Whatever it is that you guys do, you are selling a promise. So sometimes it's hard. Well, here is my second secret. I hope you guys are writing this down. And guys, if you have not shared this out yet, share this out, okay? Share it out, all right? So here's my second secret. To be able to sell more services, you gotta know how to turn your service into something tangible, something that a person can believe. And that's where your methodology comes in. That's where your process comes in. That's where your signature system comes in. How you do what you do. Okay? How you do what you do. All right? So, let's use the example of maybe a coach, a business coach. Maybe you focus on content marketing or something like that, right? And you help people create their content, or you coach them on how to leverage social media, leverage social media content to grow their business, right? You're saying, well, if you coach with me, this is what you're going to get, right? This is what you're going to have after. This is going to be the life after you finish coach with me. Well, what's the process that you're going to go through with that client? What's the step 1, the step 2, the step 3, the step 4? Because the minute I created a process, once I got on the phone with my prospects and I was able to take them through how I was going to help them, everything changed. Everything changed. Okay. Not only that, honestly, everything changed in the front end too, because once I created a signature process, I instantly started to feel more confident, because I finally felt like, okay, I'm not just asking for someone's money. I know what I am going to be able to help them do. So I felt more confident, and I started to talk about my process and my marketing. And even through talking about my process and my marketing, I started to attract more of the right clients because of it, because the people who are really serious and the people who really want help for their business, they are attracted to people who can prove that there is a process that I'm going to go through that's going to help me reach the desired result. Okay. Another way that we prove and we instill that trust is by your social proof. So being able to talk about the different clients that you've been able to help, that's also important. Now, if you're someone who, have not worked with clients yet, you have done it for yourself. Okay. So this is another thing that I always tell my clients, even if you don't have testimonials yet, because you may be new and you're not working with anyone yet, you have done it yourself. How can you share that when you are, on your calls and you are getting ready to offer your services to someone? All right. So let's recap here one more time. So number 1 is, don't sell the coaching, sell the transformation. Okay. Sell the life after coaching. All right. That's what you want to pay attention to. And how you do that is by creating a process. Okay. So I'm going to help you lose 50 pounds. Okay, great. Well, how? Well, maybe step 1, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to evaluate. We're going to see where you're at. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. So we can get a clear understanding of, right? Whatever it is, you've got to be able to clearly communicate that to your ideal clients if you want to be able to consistently sell out your services. Okay. This is so important. Now, why is this important? What did we talk about? It instills confidence, number 1, in you. Okay. Because what I see with a lot of coaches is that, if they are not confident, that nobody wants to be a spammer, a scammer. Okay. No one wants to take money from you if they don't know they can truly help you. Okay. Unless you're like a crook. No one really wants to do that. Right. But, so what I noticed with coaches is that a lot of times they have a fear of actually promoting what they already created, because they're not 100% sure that it's even viable. They're not 100% sure that it's actually going to work. And, I get it, right? And that's the reason why creating a signature process, it automatically instills that confidence within you. Okay. But it also instills a confidence in your ideal clients, right? Because like I said, in the example, people more trust someone who can show them and prove to them that there's a process that we're going to take, and there's a step-by-step, framework that you're going to be able to follow so you can see these results. Okay. So that's really, really important. Another thing is that it also increases the value of your work. So from the time I started creating signature processes and I started to turn around and kind of shift my business to stop being everything to everyone, but being a master at helping coaches in one specific area, and I created a process around that, I felt more confident to charge more, and I was able to get paid more. So being able to sign $5,000 clients, that changed everything for me, because I went from, charging $197 every month to having a $5,000 package where people are paying and, paying $16.97 a month sometimes, and more than that. So that, to me, having that signature system is what changed all of that for me. Okay. So guys, this is really, really important. Another reason why having a signature system is important is because it positions you, it sets you apart. All right. And if you're someone who's listening to me and you need help with some of these things, number one, share this out, because you know people who need this. But number two, I have a Facebook group called the Business Law for Coaches, where you can definitely come in and get more training, deeper training than what we do here in our episodes every week, to help you in this area. Okay. But yeah, when you create a signature process, it's like, okay, wow, now you're seen as this expert. Now you're able to stand out because you have a process that no one else has, right? So that's how I feel about like my P4 birthing system here, or the birthing experience, or the market your message formulas, what I use for my coaching clients, right? So all of these things, even though some of the different elements of my signature system is not new, and you will hear it other places, the way I teach it, the way it's structured, and all of that, the way that I turned it into a signature process that is mine, is what helps me stand out in my own way. And that's what I want you guys to do too. So this is what makes it so very important for you to create that signature system, because then it makes it easier also to sell the transformation. Because if I say to you, listen, I know that you're struggling with your message, and I share with you my story about how what I went through when I was struggling with my message, right? And then I also take you through the process of how I'm going to help you master your message. It automatically makes you see, like, wow, not only does she understand where I'm at, because she's been there, she can understand me, but she has something that I can follow, and she's going to help me through it. And this is what you want people to feel. This is what's going to help you sell out more of these services, because what happens is people can now see the transformation. People can now see the value in what you provide. Okay. So yeah, one more thing. Make sure you guys share this out. All right. But one more thing. The third secret here is, not really a secret, but a benefit of creating a signature system that's going to help you sell out more of these services is you now have a plan of action. Okay, you now have a plan of action, because I remember when I first started coaching, when I was getting paid $197 every month, it would be like every call, I would get on a call and it would be like, okay, so what you got going on? Tell me what you did for the last week. What we got going on today? And when you coach in that way, it's like if your coaching clients are leading your coaching sessions. And that's the worst position that you want to be in. At least it was the worst position for me. All right. And that is the reason why sometimes you end up with clients who are not seeing results, because you really don't have a proven plan that your clients can follow so they can see the results. So that's another benefit of really starting to create a signature system that's going to help your clients see results, because that's the only way you're going to be able to sell out more services. And people who pay are attracted to that. People who pay, I know for me, I just got with a new coach, and the one thing that I was attracted to was the simplicity of his system, the simplicity of everything that he has going on. And I want to be able to get to the level where he's at that $300,000 a month, and I want to be able to do that. So I want to know that there's a proven system that I'm going to be able to follow, and I believe that that's what a lot of my potential clients feel as well. So guys, this has been another episode of the Birthing Experience. I hope that this truly, truly helped you. If you have any questions, what we want you to do is start leaving your questions below, because once a month we want to pull some questions and start answering some of your questions and really helping you in the areas where you need help. Okay, so if you are here with us live, don't forget, put your, live below. Tell us where you're tuning in from so I can come back and say hello to you. If you're on the replay, please put hashtag replay below. And if you have not, shared this video out, share this out so you can help some people who are on your friends list. All right. So I have one more announcement before we sign off. The Business Law for Coaches is the place to be if you are a coach who's looking to grow and scale your business, okay? If you want to be able to get more hands-on training with me here at the Birthing Experience, we give you bite-sized content, but if you want to come in and get deeper so you can start to see results in your business, then definitely join us in the Business Law for Coaches. You will find the link below and above, okay? So we are so happy to have you here this week. Thanks again for watching. This has been another episode in the Birthing Experience. I'm the Master Midwife. Thanks again.